Man. The show from the baby to see. Since she was falling asleep. Let's see. Nah, I need to just keep going. She was asleep, but she woke up. Let's see, it was time for the eat. Nah. Like when you said 6:30, she woke up. I was laying down with her, but I got up. When I text her, I got up. She was asleep. She woke up like 2 minutes later. I said it was time for the eat, so she's back down again. Man.
The Trojans will kick it away to start.
It's okay. Did your last use the game, bro?
And he's going to bring it out of the end zone.
How work been going? Everything still the same?
Offense working from the pistol.
I'm sure you do.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Finds a man on the left. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
Well, what's the point in waiting? Why not get one of your best players involved in the game right off the bat? They take a shot, their big target outside, shows off his athletic ability, and right away this offense is humming.
Let's get this thing.
Quarterback may change this route. Wants to go up top on first down. Trying to burn this defensive back. He's got it inside the 15. Tigers. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
That's how you do it?
Touchdown grab, the 25th of his career.
Not surprising either. When you've got this guy's ability at that position, quarterbacks are going to be looking for you. 25 touchdown catches, that's an impressive feat.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys that have been
so
big time.
I'm
Big
away.
time moments, clutch plays, makes those contested catches. He's a guy that can do everything, and that's why he's putting up such great stats.
I know he thinks he can house every return,
I got some new plays,
sometimes
bro.
you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14.
I do. I'm adding something new every week. And running it too. Shit.
This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. The option look. Works his way into the traffic and picks up 3 to the 17. They say all games count the same, but you get to this portion of the season and a chance to win a top 10 battle like this carries a little extra weight.
And whoever keeps the top 10 number beside their name after this game will have earned it, because these two teams are very talented, David. We're now at the midpoint of the season. We're starting to get an idea of who these teams are. We're going to find out a whole lot more here today, though.
Yeah, dang right. How much implications down the road does this have? But how about you get an idea of exactly where you stand right in the middle of the season, playoffs down the road, make your statement here today.
Playoffs down the road.
With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. Goes to the option. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. On the option. The pitch. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little game because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long. So they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity when you don't do your assignment.
Looking to throw, it's McIntosh. Takes a hit as he fires. And that's incomplete. A defender all over.
That was you,
the ball to the ground. Fourth down.
Damn, we stop playing defense. What the hell going on?
And they gambled in their own end, and now they give up really good field position.
And I don't know how to explain that one. Fourth down and long, the percentage percentages are low anyways, and on your side of the field, that is not the way I want to create momentum or start my first half. I'm not sure what they were thinking on offense.
They'll start this drive going to the air. The quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. Just gets rid of the football, nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously, so he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
Behind the chains now on second and long. Just trying to ease it out there, and it falls incomplete.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game.
Didn't
nice
put
job
nobody
there
put a
taking
hand
the throw
on.
away from the quarterback.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. Misses again. It's incomplete, and that's 3 in a row.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their
Go
opponent
for it.
territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
3 straight misfires has left them staring at 4th and 10, but they'll try it again. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. It's incomplete, and the defense makes the stop and gets the football back.
Well, they're unable to come up with that one on 4th down, and I remember this as a player. You practice specific plays on 4th down for those types of situations, and you know all week against the scout team, they've gotten really clean looks, easy to execute against. They didn't get a clean look that time, so you chalk it up to the defense and take note of it next time. You might not run that play again if you're in a similar situation.
The offense will have to use its first time out of the half.
You got my team hurt already. X me how? I don't know.
They'll try it over the left side. There he goes.
How nice is it in an offense?
Only in the hops.
Let's go. Let's go.
And the Trojans just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. The Trojans want to pick up the tempo. They'll try to pop the draw. Makes it past the marker. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first
mixed it up too,
down.
man.
They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. And you'll race it to the house. Touchdown, USC.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed.
You're gonna
And
do
they've
plays
got
too, my
home
boy.
run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defense.
Drive for your ass. 4 plays, 50 yards.
On the move from inside his 5.
I feel like
Nice job by the
hurting
kickoff
me.
team. Everybody's staying
Aggressive
in their
everything.
lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16.
blowing shit up.
The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to finally
Breaks away on the left. Touchdown, LSU. He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
He'll bring it out. It's Price. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score. Already down 14-7. They'll run this play from the pistol. He'll do it himself. He's going to lose a yard on that one. And the Trojans want to move quickly.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long.
Turning it on! They needed that extra space as he bangs his way to the 14. Better get that seismograph ready here in Death Valley. Huge third down coming. The give on the option. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball off.
He'll ride his man on the option. He'll toss it. And they just didn't get anybody on that defense out of position, and they will lose yardage on that one.
Tell you what, coaches catch heat a lot nowadays, especially on social media. I expect him to catch a lot of heat. Fourth down, long yardage situation on your own territory, and you want to go for it, and you fail, and you're surprised. You definitely shouldn't be surprised. Just don't check your mentions, dog.
Poor baby.
Sticks it in his belly. Touchdown! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
First and goal. You know what's coming. They know what's coming. Can you stop it? And you can't. Pound the football straight ahead. Get in for 6. Nice job by the big fella.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Price. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line.
These plays ain't working, my boy. I'll tell you that.
Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. On the option. Creates a little space. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
Well, that nigga took off.
Well, this is an offense that has a lot of speed, and they have different guys they would love to get the football to in space, and they can find a lot of different ways to do it.
Breaks into the open. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line.
Really nice read that time by the quarterback in the option. He had the ball out in the perimeter. He saw his pitch guy open. Nobody accounting for him. So you flip it to him quickly. Nice, accurate pitch out in front of him. Easy catch. And then he's able to do the rest. Look at the speed that time on the perimeter by the pitch man. Picking up a massive gain for this offense.
This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. Here comes the option. Picks up the ball and tries to make something of it.
It's so hard to force fumbles, and when you do, you so badly want to get them. You're crawling, you're doing whatever you can to get there as a defender, but the offense fortunate enough to cover it back up.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down.
Fuck.
Off the play fake. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Almost everything has gone their way so far, up 21-7, and they have it back.
What the hell wrong too?
Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
This is a good sign for this defense. The rate they were going, not touching the quarterback, him already having 2 touchdown passes in the first half. This was not going to be a fun football game to watch. Now they're turning the tide a little bit, getting a little bit of pressure, getting a sack.
And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack.
Well, obviously, at this point in the first half, the defense is finding themselves in a hole. You just get the feeling if they're going to get back in this, they're going to need more plays like that. They're going to need sacks. They're going to need turnovers. They're going to have to create negative plays to get themselves some momentum.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Going to take a shot. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going.
They telling you
everybody in the
go
back
for it,
end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
LSU will bring the punt team on the field. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Excellent job on the punt. Bounces out of bounds at the 5, and they'll have 95 yards to go in front of them. They are backed up. Defense smelling blood as this drive starts at the 5. On the option. He breaks a tackle. Quick toss. And he'll pick up a few yards before he's dragged down, and that'll be the end of the first quarter. Guys, LSU has the lead here. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. They'll run the option. He'll pitch it.
Damn.
They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. They'll run the option. And he keeps it himself. A good decision there, and it gives this offense a 1st down. The Trojans moving quickly to the line. Trying to get the corner. Oh, he's got some space. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33. Pick up the 1st down on the ground like that, and it would make Sam Bam Cunningham proud.
All right, I'm going to need a little education. Give me some context on Sam Bam Cunningham.
He was a great, powerful, hard-nosed running back for some of those great Trojan teams of John McKay. To the ground, he's got it again. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
The defense is able to finally stop this guy, but he has been on fire. We're only in the 2nd quarter, and he has been absolutely lighting it up in this one. Nice job that time, defense, but you know this guy's going to get a lot more carries.
And the Trojans now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. They want to run this quarterback, and this one will be stopped for no gain. The defense really gets it. They understand what's going on. The quarterback is a threat to run the football. I have to understand that. It changes the way I play defense. Am I going to have more speed on the field? Whatever I do, I got to make sure I do what they did right there. Focus on the QB, lock in, and make sure he doesn't beat. Caught in the backfield is Price.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
Will not get there. A 4th down stop.
Well, I knew the coach was confident in his offense. I did not know he was that confident this early in the game. 4th and long. I thought he'd just punt that one away and let his defense take the field. Interesting.
The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go good.
There he goes. And
I'm sure can hit that boy.
A huge gain and a slide at the end.
And man, nobody home on defense. We've got to understand the option starts with the quarterback. Somebody has to have that guy. The defense blows an assignment, and the quarterback takes advantage and makes the big play down the field.
Finds his big tight end.
Damn, big boy.
His way to the house. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Fielded in the end zone.
You're going to give it a try.
Really
So you better chew the clock on me.
to get down there and make the stop at the 19.
You better.
This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably score pretty quickly.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
I got to work on my defense, man. Clutch defense, bro. Trust me. It's going to be all right. If I lose, I lose. But if I win...
Back in the backfield, and he has it. Pushes ahead for 2. They'll mark it at the 17.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half. But after that
get
last
everybody in the box.
Obvious.
Yeah.
You can't run the ball.
Be a great
You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time.
Everybody in the box.
But you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air, or you've got to be more physical up front.
Several defenders get an assist on that tackle.
It's going to be an epic one.
And the evolution of the quarterback position.
Everybody in the box, man. Just get to the outside.
Throw the ball really well now.
And guys, you know the other thing that happens here is that sets up the next play because you sort of left the defensive line gassed trying to run down the quarterback.
Oh, you got to be in shape, chasing him around all day.
All I got to do is just break.
On scrambles, and you know,
Get
it's just
one block, bro.
+1 advantage you get by having that guy. It's so hard to defend.
You want to talk about aggressive or wacky? This head coach is keeping his offense on the field inside his own 30. Oh, and he can't hold the pitch, and the ball's loose. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
And I am sure this coaching staff on offense thought if we get a 4th down, we can use our speed on an option play, take the pitch, and pick up the first. But they underestimated the speed this defense has and their tenacity. Great job rallying to the pitch guy, creating a huge turnover on downs. Big play for the defense.
Power football with the run. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
He's got the tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover and pick up the first.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? 2nd down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this 3rd down manageable. Really nice job of executing there.
Out of the shotgun on 3rd down. Flips it out to the back. Headed to the end zone. Gets it into the end zone, but there's a flag down. We'll see if this one is coming back. Maybe a momentary scare for that offense when they saw the flag. It's on, the defense declined, and the touchdown stands. And the extra point sails through, and they have a 35-7 lead. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown.
That's common sense.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground.
All right, man. 28 points. I think I was down 28, yeah. Interesting.
Now on the option. Finds a little space. Turning it on. And he put his foot in the ground and turned it upfield and turned it into a big play. Great decision to keep it.
Man, that's a really nice read. This offense has had a lot of success with the running back getting the ball, right? Running the pitch. The quarterback doesn't anticipate that. He keeps the football, makes a nice read. Nothing but green grass, makes the big play on the run.
He's knocked down for a loss of 7.
Well, the offense goes toss play, but guys, they do it running into the boundary where there's just not a lot of space and room to work for the running back. He had nowhere to go, and he got tackled for a loss.
The Trojans trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Quarterback moving. Trying to escape and get it himself. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. And the Trojans racing to the line in a hurry up. Gets the back moving. The option look. And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. And the ball goes out of bounds. They'll keep possession before they have to deal with a huge loss on that one.
Ball security has to be at a premium. They're lucky that rolled out of bounds, and now that's set up 4th down. But, David, you know against this defense, they are coming and they want to create takeaways.
And as a defense, that's what you focus on week in, week out, trying to get that football, trying to punch it out. The biggest thing you have to do to create fumbles is everybody fly to the football. Unfortunately, that ball bounced out of bounds, but a nice job ripping it loose and causing the fumble.
Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Stands in and takes the hit. And they can't connect a costly turnover on down.
Aggressive. You want to be aggressive. You want to take chances, and you tell your team about it all week, and you come out, you get an opportunity in the first half to go for it on 4th down. You shot your shot. The problem is now you put your defense in a bad situation early in this game where you're going to have to try to find a way to get a stop and create some momentum.
It's incomplete and maybe a little too aggressive from this senior trying to fit that one in there.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. You can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Hey, on offense, you got to know when the play's over. That one there, nowhere to go with it after he caught the football. You start trying to jerk guys, you start trying to run backwards.
Time for playing around over with what
you
you're
used
not
to be able to make that play years ago. You're not doing it here in big-time college football, though. Not good.
Spot you 28. Let's go. Let's go.
3rd play of the drive, and they need to make something happen here on 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. And they'll pat the kicker on the tail and tell him to go give it a shot. He'll need to unleash his thunderfoot on this 56-yard attempt from the right hash. That is no good. And they missed a field goal, so something has gone wrong today.
Okay.
Listen, he's a guy that makes 60-yarders in practice, so they give him that opportunity with his big leg. He misses it. The opponent didn't set up the return, so they're going to get the football back now. A pretty good field position. There's still a few ticks left on the clock. They've got a chance to steal some points here late in the half.
That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. LSU ready to put it away and open this second half. And he'll return it and try to get behind his blocker. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground.
All right, man, let's get it, bro.
They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. Direct snap. It's Durham. He'll take a deep shot here. Brings it down on the right side. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line.
Well, I know they're losing right now, but they're not going to be losing for long if they keep hitting shots like that. And I love the idea here, taking a shot to your best player on offense. This guy is one of the biggest playmakers.
Lost one deep down the right side. Throw into the end zone.
Okay.
He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
Okay.
Well, the quarterback on that one put a lot of air under the ball. The problem is it gave the defender time to get his head around and locate it. And because of that, he was able to come away with the interception.
Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. Leaves it with the back. And the Wildcat is not working. They knock him down behind the line.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
We thought we'd see a little Wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Back has it. Ball is loose. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
And that's a huge play by the defense. Great job and great effort getting to
the
the ball
button.
carrier and swatting at the football, knocking it out, and then falling on it for a massive fumble recovery.
And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you've got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Touchdown, another stop. Come on.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11.
Here we go.
Goes to the option. They'll try the run. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. The Trojans will hustle to the line. Now on the move. And they did not let him get to that first down line. It'll bring up a call here.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
With a double-digit deficit here in the second half, they're going to go for it on 4th down. Wide receiver comes in motion. Reads it, fires complete. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Trojans. Oh, the offense shows some life here and cuts into the lead with that score.
And, man, they needed it. They had to have something to go right. Listen, still down, but this is a great start to getting back in this ballgame.
And the extra point is good. They still trail 35-14. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the MAC. Toledo is ahead in this one. This team plays a hard-nosed brand of football there in the MAC, but they're a long way from closing this out. They're up by 7 over Akron. The MACtion never sleeps, and we'll circle back if anything big happens you should know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Breaks into the open. Past the first down marker and still running. He rolls all the way up to the 40-yard line before going out of bounds in this running game, making an impact.
I don't know. I keep trying to kill this nigga.
Starting this drive like that is exactly what they'd hoped for. Now 1st and 10 from the 40. On the option, he'll pitch it. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there. Everybody doing a great job with assignment football, staying in their gaps, accounting for anyone who can have the football. They were ready for the pitch guy that time, and they're able to make a quick stop.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9.
Oh.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back.
And it's really nice, whether it's RPO or not, is having a defensive line that stones the offensive line, takes away the gaps. It doesn't matter what your read is if you're winning up front on that defensive line.
The Tigers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. A designed run for the quarterback. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
And great job getting in the backfield, making it very difficult to him to make reads and understand what the heck's going on.
So you don't go for it here, but you've been punting when you on the 50-yard line. Make it make sense.
Set those edges really, really firm and make him turn back inside where all the big boys are coming, and you don't let that speed get to the outside.
All the numbers and stats will show you going for it on 4th down in this area of the field really puts pressure on a defense. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. The decision to go for it does not pan out. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled and you realize what's going on. Now, I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable on its last drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find some momentum. So now it's on this defense to stop that, all right? You're a little bit upset based on what just happened the previous drive. You've got to bow up again and go back to what was working earlier in this game.
Back to pass. It's McIntosh. Swings it out to his running back. Oh, he's got some space. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short. Needs it to keep this drive alive. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. And the Trojans hit it quickly to the line.
And your decision to go for it on 4th down has a lot to do with your kicker. How strong is his leg? Some of these guys nowadays, they can boot the ball 50, 60 yards.
Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. Whew, that linebacker sacked that quarterback, and he was on him quicker than a hiccup.
Yeah, and you see quarterbacks back there pointing and telling the offensive line who to block, and, well, it didn't work, okay? He was not prepared for that. He comes scot-free, and the quarterback pays the consequences for that one.
The Trojans with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Caught in the backfield, it's Moran. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. He gets just inside the red zone and goes out of bounds at the 19.
Obviously, great job picking up the first down there through the air, but you're trailing by a lot of points now, and you're in that area of the field where you should take a shot. If I was the offensive coordinator, I'd be thinking about throwing this next one into the end zone and trying to cut into the lead.
Got it behind the line. It's Moran. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Going to work on second down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. A run for the quarterback. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Southern Cal.
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in the running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On design runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd.
Don't get a little
no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Making side adjustments here. Going right to work up top. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back in the 16.
Man, a lot of coaches talk about starting the drive positive and a first play that can get you going. The QB just kept backing up and going backwards, and that is not the start to the drive they were looking for.
Second down, he'll throw it. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Trying to pick up a first down.
We change it from every time.
On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt.
Oh my God, it's funny.
And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Looking downfield, it's McIntosh. Fires to the wideout. Makes a connection. And he's out of bounds, but not before a good, sizable pickup.
You said I should gave you 42 points. Come on.
In this one.
Oh. This one enough points.
Looking downfield on first down. Going to try to get it himself. Nice run there to keep things moving before they force him out of bounds. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Looking for a chunk play on second and short. On the move to the right, looking for a big one. He's got it along the sideline. Finally, they get him out of bounds. Thought they were going to let him run until he got tired. I don't think he's tired. He's headed to the fourth quarter. As we start the fourth quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. Try to barge their way in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Trojans.
I love running backs that have a nose for the goal line. Understand how to get there, finish strong.
I should have did the fourth quarter, bro.
Know I get 6, and then go celebrate with your boys.
And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer.
Now, y'all boys, look at how I use my regular plays.
Properly to pay off that last scoring drive.
Just keep that playbook.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return.
Yeah. Just a new defense head over.
LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. And And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this
You need
offense,
to
too, David.
untarget
I think
him or
they got to go
something.
back to their playmakers and get these guys
You
going.
need to target him or
No doubt.
something.
Find those plays you know you can run them in your sleep. You make sure you execute. Build this lead a little bit bigger. Put this thing away in the fourth quarter.
He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes, as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
The Tigers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Looking to fire. Quickly complete. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line.
That's all you got to do.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with the lead get conservative. I like they did. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football.
I like the idea of going toss to the field, but you got to have better blocking by your wide receivers out there on the perimeter. They didn't get it done, and as a result, that's a negative play.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Quickly to the flat, the wide receiver screen. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. Some 3rd down conversions tougher than others. This one, a long one on 3rd down from the 43. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
And that's a great idea by this defense, man. 3rd down, it's money down. Where are they going to go? They're going to go to their go-to guy, and what does the defense do? They double-team him, take him away.
He lost it high and deep down the left side.
Oh, my God. No.
Touchdown, LSU.
Oh.
They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
Each and every week, I think this coaching staff does such a good job of scheming ways to get this guy the football in the passing game, and defenses can't cover him. With that last catch, this is now his 10th receiving touchdown on the season.
And here he comes out of the end zone. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy up front.
He's got it. Across the 30, out of bounds at the 31-yard line, and they kick-started this drive with that one.
And these are these moments, man, when you're trailing by a couple possessions, you've got to put it together. Your quarterback has to come through. I mean, it's not a surprise. It's going to be passes. He's got to be smart. He's got to be quick with his decision-making, and they kind of got to be up near the line of scrimmage and be in a little bit of a hurry.
So now it's 2nd and long. Wants to throw. It's McIntosh. Fakes the grab on the left. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a 1st down at the 43. And the Trojans come to the line in the hurry up.
This is a fun spot to be in defensively. Like, it's late in the football game. You know they're passing the football because you're up a couple of scores. You pin your ears back. You try to get to the quarterback. Play smart. Make sure you rally to the football, tackle, and don't give up the big plays.
The Trojans come to the line with a new set of downs. Just keep slinging it. He'll pull it down. He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run. And the Trojans in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. Floating away. And he just chucks it into the 4th row.
How loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
They are calling
People
for
are quiet.
defense
You know,
in
they're focused,
Baton
man.
Rouge. A huge 3rd down coming up. He'll ride his man on the option. There he goes. And he froze that defender. He thought he was going to pitch it, kept it himself, and turned it into a big play. 1st and goal, and this feels like their chance to give him a finish. On the option. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
Nice job by this defense playing assignment football. Somebody has to have the quarterback. Somebody has to have the pitch. And most importantly, when you get there, you got to get him on the ground. Nice job tackling by this defense.
They believe in their running game on 3rd and goal here. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, USC. Well, we wondered exactly where the momentum was, and it looks as if Uncle Mo might have switched sidelines and switched families.
And momentum is such a big thing. It's such a real part of college football, isn't it? You can just feel that right now. Just felt a few minutes ago like this game was over, and all of a sudden, this team, they're believing in themselves. They've got some wind. They've got some hope. Their defense now needs to get the football back and keep that momentum going.
The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last
shot the gap.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a master class in just reading coverage and being out.
I shot the gap, nigga. Shit, you see me right? I'm right there.
They'll be perfectly content to go right back to the ground here on 2nd and 8. Red pass, it's complete. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
You should have ran it.
And offenses nowadays, they're really just counting numbers. How many guys do you have out wide? How many guys do I have out wide? If I have enough guys to block your guys, boom, it's just built into the offense. Pitch, catch, let me get a few yards.
They've made 3rd down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. Runs through the tackle.
What?
Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a 1st down.
I'd say the defense has really contained that quarterback run all game long, but in a big spot in the 4th quarter, they let him out of the cage. He gets out of the pocket, makes the run, and gets the 1st down.
Got the 1st down and more. What a good job to be able to pick up that kind of yardage when you're trying to finish off the game.
That's got to be demoralizing if you're the defense. You're trailing, you need to get the ball back. You got to get off the field, but you can't stop the run when they're going between the tackles. This defense is going to have to get a lot more physical, especially in the middle.
Right back to the well. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. From the gun, running back gets the give. Shakes off the defender. And he finds some solid space. Makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. And the Tigers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. The offense calls timeout. It's the 2nd one they've used this half.
QB sneak and get it over with, bro. Dog. QB sneak and get it over with. This nigga make this shit harder than it gotta be, man.
The Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. He'll go to the sneak. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here.
3rd and 1, everyone knows it's coming, but the quarterback sneak is so hard to stop. They just got to get 1 yard. Nice job by the offensive line.
Well, a really good push by his center on that last play, making it easy for his quarterback to just tuck the football, belly it, get low, and drive your legs.
What a show both of these teams put on today. A couple of outstanding squads, hotly contested battle all the way to